So this is going to be another video for Back to Basics series. Today I'm going to create an Ec2 instance, which is easy to create, doesn't have a lot of things that are going around, and you'll be able to get started. To start with, just log into your AWS account with an IAM user. You can simply find it over here under compute, or you can also type EC2 and then go to that service directly. This screen is going to present what's your existing configuration, what's the current status for each of these individual components. I'm going to create a new EC2 instance by simply hitting launch instance. I'll be going by the defaults or the free tier eligible. Choosing Amazon Linux AMI because it's free tier, it has all those tools that I'll be needing at later point. Again, I'm going with the T2 Micro. This is the free tier eligible. I am not mucking around any of these screens, but just to show that you will be able to fine tune a lot of things. If you scroll down, you can see a lot of other things. Let's say you want to install Linux Apache server. You can give those information over here, and it's simply yum install Apache, start the service, and you can redirect to a specific index.html page, and you'll be able to access it right on your first launch. For now, I'm just leaving it blank. I'll be covering it at some later point of time. This screen talks about various aspects about the storage, like the instance detail, AMI that I have presented, and it's basically a review of what I have selected. This is absolutely the default one. I have not played with it. I have given the details which are absolutely default. Storage is also default. Tags, I think I must give the tags. So tags could be name, first EC2, created by Nextcloud. It's a very good habit to give as many tags as possible, because these are the tags that will help you identify why this was created in first place. I like to keep my all the resources tag rich, honestly. Another could be purpose. It is a test server. So I am good to review and launch. So this is giving me all the tags that I have created, and I'm going to launch it. I would suggest create a new instance if you don't have any, because that's going to help you later on access the key. Sorry, I'm going to create a new one. In fact, this one doesn't give you an option to create it from over here itself. So what you can do, open another tab, duplicate, and you can go at the services once again, key pair, and create a new key pair. Let's say test EC2. I know these are shitty naming convention, but you can go with whatever you like. Again, you can provide the tags, but for now I'm going to leave it as blank, and it gives me an option to download it right away. So I'm going to save it somewhere. All right, I choose an existing one. I hope it's not giving me option, so I'm going to launch it again. So it was not refreshed, that's why it never gave the option. Launch EC2 instance, and it's in the process of getting launched. So while this spins up, let me talk more about the security aspect of this EC2 instance. So to access this box, you can do various things like, you can port specific to your IP address, or you can, define those security groups that are talking to your specific VPC itself, or you can also go through the system manager. That's an interesting, a way to access your EC2 instance that will not be that vulnerable to access. So let's connect to it. To connect to the EC2 box, you can again go to the session manager, or you can access it through this. I'm going to choose SSH client, and let's see how we can modify the permissions. I'm going to pull up my screen over here. Let's see if I have the test. Yes, I do. So few changes that you really need to do before, accessing this EC2 instance will be to change the permission. First step is done. Let's see if I have the right permissions. Yes, I do. Then what you need to do is, try this. This may not work in the very first instance. Why? Because I don't have the ports open. Oh, this indeed has those security ports already open. Let's see how the security ports are already open. Actions, networking, change security groups. So I am using this one. And you can access the security groups from over here itself. So from here I can see all the like over here my EC2 is exposed to the entire world, which is definitely not a good idea. This is also exposed to all the outbound rules. So what I want to do, I want to modify this. I don't want to expose my EC2 instance to the entire world. So going right there, and I'm going to modify edit. So SSH, you can give just your own IP address, custom my IP, right? So save. Right now this is still it's quite secure. It's not exposed to the entire world. So that was about how do you launch your first EC2 instance in Amazon AWS. I am currently logged in to the system. I can do a lot of other stuff, like I can log in as root, yum update all. This command essentially updates all the packages. Right now I don't have an existing one because the AMI is already updated. So stay tuned for the next series, wherein I am going to assign the role so that I can access my S3 bucket from over here. Thanks guys.